Hey, freaks and friends, this is James from Metallica.
Sup?
Check out the Metallica pinball game, baby. Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Well, I just started recording anyways, so deep dive Metallica, but as you were saying, John Wick got announced, and normally we won't go into much of this because it's deep dive, but yeah, who's gonna fucking buy it when no one will buy my Jaws Premium that's new for sub $9,000? Zero offers, mind you. Zero!
I'm so surprised. Jaws is a really good game.
It is.
John Wick could be amazing. I think it's high energy, great soundtrack. I'm glad that the music is gonna in the trailer for the drop is good. It's high energy, so I think maybe that'll get people excited. But I just don't know how this market is gonna accept this game, even if it's amazing at this point for a theme people are down on. I just expect this to just thud like Venom. I mean, who's gonna buy this?
Yeah, it's probably gonna thud like Venom, but Venom is, I would say, objectively a better theme. So if that can't, well, not a better game. I mean, it's not a great game, but
I don't know.
Well, hot on the heels of Wick, I mean, it's going to be Metallica redo or reload. Hopefully, they call it reload to really be like,
yeah, that'd be cool. I can get that. That is very meta.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about Metallica now, and spoiler: the redo that is coming in will be Stern's Spike 3. I don't want it to be too redone because there's a lot of things I like about OG Metallica.
This is the perfect game, and where you see all those John Borg. We've talked about this before. Where you see all those iterations, right? Where it's like the same layout iterated on, like the Tron, X-Men, Rush. This is the perfect time to, and I know that there's like 5 versions of the Metallica layout. Metallica is not the first Metallica layout if you think it is. But like
Sure.
maybe it's time for like the best version of it. I don't know what that would be.
I think one of the best versions of the Metallica layout is Metallica. So let's just do it. Let's get into.
I mean,
let's get into deep dive.
can you improve this? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. You mentioned John Borg, but what's the deets on? Stern's
There's
Metallica?
a lot to track about this game. So, and we, in case anybody didn't know, we don't work off notes. So like this is a lot to keep track of. So I'll try to be as accurate as possible. But this game came out in 2013. It's John Borg on design and the Unforgettable Lyman sheets on software. And this is Dirty Donnie art, which was a huge deal at the time because this is coming out of some really, the dregs of clip art, like Photoshop clip art era. So like Dirty Donnie art was a huge deal. Games didn't have really, not that many games had good art at this point in time. So this was a revelation. And this is the Pro Premium LE era, and there is a ton of differences. And this is where I'm going to try my best to get them all because it is a list. Because the difference between the Pro and the Premium LE, everyone always kind of tries to usually narrow it down to just that hammer, but the reality is it's the Premium LE has LED inserts, right, that change colors. It has the hammer and the coffin lock with the magnet, the snake that opens and closes, the rising cross, and I'm starting to try and remember everything else.
Well, you mentioned LEDs, but the biggest difference, which let's try not to talk about the mods because we'll talk about it later. Is
we're trying not to get into it.
Multicolored GI.
The multicolored GI, I think, and this is what I was going to cover in a second. I think the multicolored GI came later on the Pro LED, but it didn't.
No.
Oh, you're right. No, it didn't because it was red, blue, and white. But the LED inserts are something that I feel like people never remember. Like the inserts change colors on the Premium LE, and they don't on the Pro.
Oh God.
So like the fuel, like the piston shot, like that will change colors between like purple and red based on what you're doing, right? Like if it's a
sure.
They change colors and they don't on the Pro.
Yeah, let's not talk
Tons
about
of
the lights
differences.
just because we have to talk about the lights later. But yeah, the
Yeah.
differences beyond the lights, the rising cross, which you missed the spinners.
Oh, the
Spinners
spinners,
and the orbits.
and I was gonna comment on the spinners because it'll come up later in mods. But yeah, this is also one of the infamous. Let's not put spinners in the Pro game. Like
Yeah, Walking Dead.
just well, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
there is also the other version, right? Because this came out in 2013, and in 2014, you get the LED Pro and
Oh,
the
right.
upgraded back box and speaker panel, right? Because then it changes to the metal head with the speaker panel with the sticker, right?
This is
So
the same as Iron Man Vault Edition differences of where they switched. I hope you enjoyed this short preview of one of our deep dive episodes. To hear the rest of this episode and more, please join our Patreon. Links in the show notes below. We'll see you later.